We broke ground on our house on March 1st, so that means it's been like an entire month of us successfully duping everyone to thinking that we know what's going on. But we have no business building a house. Neither one of us has ever built a house before, and just like the fatal mistake is like looming over us that something crazy is gonna go wrong, but nothing has happened yet.
We are super good at faking it. We're super good at acting like we know what we're doing. We have no clue what's going on. You're gonna follow us around today. Two techies completely faking it in the construction industry. Let's go. So one of the first things we did is we bought this utility truck off this guy that was an electrician. This thing is legit, and we fit in, as you can see, perfectly with the other trucks here at the Home Depot parking lot. We also signed up for...
I signed us up for the pro membership, so we get to park front row. We've changed.
Also, you gotta have the super dirty boots and shoes. Look at what Katie's rocking. You know she's legit. Okay, quick intermission to catch you up on the last month.
On March 1st, we started excavating, which was digging the hole for our basement. And since our lot was sloped, this was pretty tricky, but the hole ended up being massive.
After a dig, we had our foundation crew come and pour footings,
which is basically a platform for the foundation walls to sit on. So the footings harden for a couple days, and then they come back and put up forms to pour the foundation walls. And then the concrete sits in those forms for like a day, and then those forms are stripped away, and it ends up looking like this.
These walls are actually super strong, and all that dirt will fill back into the hole.
But concrete isn't waterproof, so you have to apply this waterproofing layer to keep moisture out of the basement before you fill back up the walls.
You can see all these little bumps in the foundation wall here on these shots. You have to basically cover those up with this tar to keep moisture out.
And we DIY'd this. It was like the easiest painting job of our life because it didn't have to look good at all.
It was super messy, by the way.
So now they can come back and fill the dirt around the walls, so you can start like seeing the grade of the yard. And then we also got our water access hooked up, our sewer access hooked up,
and electrical hookups,
and our basement plumbing in that goes underneath the concrete there.
And that brings us back to where we are today, Home Depot, getting set up to pour some concrete. So we're doing a bunch of projects to save money on this, and today we are putting some rebar in for a concrete footing. We're walking around trying to find rebar. It's a little embarrassing when people can tell you don't know where something is. So we need the rebar to be 11 feet and 8 feet long, but it only comes in 20-foot long chunks. So we're trying to find out how to cut it. What do we need to buy? Do we need a saw or something? We're in the parking lot now. We bought this cheap little saw.
But I'm kicking butt!
We're almost through the first cut. I'm surprised this thing's working, actually. It was only like $8 and we didn't have to buy this $200 circular saw.
It's hanging on by a thread. You see that? Let me just do a little bit more.
Kick it.
Epic.
So the mudroom walls sit on top of this big concrete block right here. And so we had to dig out and make room for it and put this rebar in that will reinforce the concrete block that gets poured around it. And then we just hammered in the rebar into these holes in the wall of the garage right here. The concrete guy was gonna charge us $900 to do what we just did between that Home Depot run and like an hour at the lot. So that was a pretty good do-it-yourself project right there.
Killed it, crushed it. Concrete guy comes tomorrow, and then we start framing this week. What?
Guys, this was another successful day of not failing in this new construction world that we've both been doing for the last month.
I think we're killing it. Like, I think we're doing
Oh yeah,
a great job.
we're top level here.
So leaving you with this gift of watching the concrete just smooth across our entire basement. It's so satisfying.